Alright, I'm back on that job where so far I have put in the driveway, cleared a spot for the house, burnt a brush pile, dug a hole for the foundation, and the footing was installed. Now the mason just finished setting up the forms for the concrete walls, and he should be pouring them any day soon. So the next time I'll be back here, the concrete wall should be finished, and it'll be time for me to backfill the walls. Alright, I'm back on that job today, and it's been a couple weeks since I've been here, but you know, there's kind of a house here now. So I am here today to I got to backfill if I can, try to backfill around the building. But the ground, it was freezing weather for a few weeks, like in the single digits Fahrenheit. So I don't know if I'll be able to dig. And I got to get this drained out of here. I sent the footing drain out to here, but that pile of dirt is blocking the pipe. So let me try to dig through that. Hopefully the ground's not too frozen. Alright, so I just added a second set of footing drains here because there was a bit of discussion about which way the holes go, and I usually put the holes up. The guy in this town wanted them down, so rather than pull this out and replace it, I just put in another set right on top of it. But still, the level of the holes is still lower than the floor for that entire thing. So, but this will be a good experiment. We'll see which one's doing something and which one's not. You know, with the holes down, really it's just going to any water picked up in the back corner will just get lost, you know, here. So really that pipe's not doing anything. But Alright, so I just got this guy here in this 1-ton to help bring this gravel down, because I was doing it with my skid steer, but it was just taking forever. I don't know why those 10-wheeler drivers from that one stone quarry, why they wouldn't come down here. I mean, we had lumber trucks down here this morning, they were fine, and then the guy dumps it here and he stops on the steepest part of the driveway, you know, where he's still facing uphill, and he still got out fine. So they could have dumped it further in, but whatever. Last night, but you know, probably only mid-20s. I didn't clean this, but let's see if it's frozen or not. Yeah, she's frozen. Alright, I didn't clean this thing either, but watch, this one's not going to be frozen. Alright. My plan is to get to the top of this pile to try to break it all up with the excavator. That way the skid steer can actually get scoops out of it. Alright, so I just finished filling in around this foundation. So it's not totally done yet, obviously. This might settle down a little bit, and the ground I was working with was just, like pure frozen chunks and mud. I mean, that's not a rock, that's dirt, and that's how the whole thing is. So doing this time of the year made it much more difficult, but this is good for now, and then hopefully it warms up. I mean, at least in a couple months it'll be spring anyway, so by the time they're finishing up on this house, I should be able to get all the site work finished. So this is the outlet for the septic right here. So the septic tank will probably be right around there, and then the field may go out there, but the site got a lot wetter than it looked a few months ago, so we may have to redesign the septic a little bit. I may spread out that dirt there and do like a raised system, and that hole in the foundation looks maybe a little too low now. I may have to make a higher one. So, but there's an engineer involved in this system here, so it's kind of ultimately their design, not mine, so that's up to them. So this floor, so now that the house is here, I think we're gonna cover up these windows in this door, and we will get some heat in here, probably for a week or so at least, and that will melt all the snow out of here, and then this floor can be poured. And I got the ground pretty flat over here. That looks decent, and the same thing here. So, alright, the next video on the site, well, I'll be here tomorrow. I have to dig the trench from the electric panel there. So I'm coming from the electric right there to right there. So I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe make that its own video. And then the next video on the site, I don't know, maybe the septic, that's kind of next, but the weather is really kind of delaying that.